And here's the last part of Zelda 1.
Woo!
We just finished level 2, and there's only 2 dungeons left.
Woo!
So immediately I warped to level 2, because of course. Because the whistle has to work that way.
I mean, we could just not have the whistle and have to manually walk everywhere.
It's true. Fuck that. I mean, this overworld isn't terribly huge, but...
It's annoying.
Yeah. Where am I going here? Oh, right, I'm going to go buy the food. For this dungeon.
I'm reminded of something like in the Phantasy Star games, 1, 2, and 4 all let you warp between the different world maps and stuff and from town to town. 3 doesn't. This game is the worst game in the series.
Yeah, that's not a secret. Oh, look,
also doesn't help that 3 lets you get soft locked by thinking outside of the box.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing. Didn't they make a joke about that in the later game?
No, the game makes a joke about it itself. Which is
before soft locking you.
Yeah. But,
Wait. Really?
If you start the game and sell all your items and buy a telepipe, which is an item that warps you out of a dungeon, at the beginning of the game when you're locked in the dungeon, you go back to the king that locked you in the dungeon, and then he says, "Oh, that's a neat trick you pulled there, using a telepipe to escape. Unfortunately, the game can't be continued, so please reset." Because you haven't initiated a sequence trigger to actually leave the town. You know,
they went out of their way to make a soft lock possible so they could joke about it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, here's level 7. It's only like the easiest of the last set of dungeons. Like, seriously, this should be level 4.
This could be like level 1, honestly.
I mean, it's not that easy. It could be level 3, probably, even. Because I don't think there are even dark notes in this dungeon.
I will say...
These Gorias are literally the hardest thing we'll find.
Giving credit where credit's due, in Phantasy Star there's an item that will warp you to the last town you've been to, but it won't let you warp from town to town.
Oh, so it's Dragon Quest II syndrome.
Yeah, but it's like Phantasy Star 3 is like it's like 10 times as big as Dragon Quest 2, and it's like with like the 1/10 of the stuff in it. If that makes sense.
That's impressive.
Well, there's just a whole lot of nothing. Is what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually 7 world maps in it, and most of them have nothing in them. Like, each world map is like one...
Is this the poster boy for an unfinished game?
I mean, it feels like an unfinished game.
I mean, everything I've heard makes it sound incredibly unfinished.
Yeah, I mean... Like, if someone told me that was a beta for another game, I would believe it.
Same. Oh look, shortcut.
Good old shortcuts.
You'll notice how many rooms there are in this dungeon and how many I'm not visiting. That's kind of a theme in this game. There's a lot of empty space in these dungeons. Once you know the way through, it's like... Yeah, I have no reason to ever go back here.
Hello, Great Palace in Zelda 2.
Okay, the Great Palace is its own thing, because at least, like...
There's
at least the dungeons in this game loop around to a point where you'll eventually find your destination anyway.
Oh, hey,
the Great Palace is fucking tree roots.
Yeah.
If you make one wrong direction, you're never getting to your destination without backtracking.
Well, the other thing about the Great Palace is that most of the dead ends have life, like, one-ups in them.
Do they? I don't remember that.
I mean, depending on how you're playing, you might need them. Granted, I don't think Dark Link's all that hard.
I mean, I feel like if people are going to have trouble with anything, it's going to be Thunderbird, not.
Oh yeah, I think
Dark Link.
Thunderbird's a lot harder. Because you know what my strategy for Dark Link is? That's not even like the hide in the corner trick.
What?
Just jump slash constantly.
Oh, so just treat him like he's a freaking Darknut.
Yeah, it's like it's not even like I'm trying to be skillful. I just like jump stab him like constantly and he dies.
Yeah.
Hardest boss of
Okay, grabbing a clock in this room is very dangerous because you need to kill all those wall masters.
Yeah,
But luckily, I was able to stab the last one.
Yeah.
I've had that happen to me in this game before.
I have had that happen to me so many times in that room.
Yeah.
I do think the way enemy spawning works, I think is if you go 2 rooms back, things respawn.
Yes, that sounds correct.
Okay.
And
So
wall
I noticed-
masters are always finite.
Because I noticed if you go through 1 room and then go back, all the dead enemies stay there, but if it's 2 rooms, they come back.
There's the
And
last
there-
heart container.
Yep, and that was also the first boss again.
Yes. We
Because
fought the first boss last. Hooray!
we couldn't be bothered to make another one. I mean, okay, I'm kind of shitting on it here, but at least it's not as bad as Gradius, where the first Gradius game, where it's like literally every boss but the final boss is the same thing. No, wait, there was that one, like, crystal level thing, where it was... But it's like, okay, 6 out of 8 of the bosses are literally the same thing.
Jesus.
So you can't flute off of that screen because you need to use the flute to enter the dungeon, so... That's why I wasted time there.
Yeah.
But we're going to level 5 because that's the closest one to our destination. Or no, we're going to level 6.
Yeah, the treasure of that was the red candle, which is basically you can have it use it as much time as on the screen.
Which would be a great treasure for level 3. Again. What the hell?
I think
No,
we were
it's
rolling
in
a
level
D8
7,
with...
which it's in level 7, and it's locked by level 5, which is locked by level 4, which is locked by level 3!
It feels like they were rolling a D8 when they were deciding where these dungeons go.
I mean, where the dungeons go is one thing, but the order that you're intended
Yeah,
to
the
do
order.
is entirely something else.
I don't even... Like,
Ow.
a game like this doesn't even seem like it has intended order, it's just sort of like the kitchen sink method.
I mean, it clearly has an intended order in the fact that the levels are in fact numbered.
I know that, but that could just be like, for like programming purposes. Like you reference
Possibly.
a level by its ID number.
Oh yeah, that absolutely happens. But there's also no reason to disclose that to the player.
True.
That blue line will just go wrecked.
Yeah. Got a bit lucky. And I always get lost trying to find the right screen for the last dungeon. I forget how far right you actually have to go for it.
I'm just remembering that the Switch Online thing has a weird special edition of Zelda 1 where you have so much good shit right off the bat. Basically,
Wait,
needs a
really?
mod.
Like,
What?
what exactly?
Crap ton of rupees, I think it's the blue ring.
I mean, crap ton of rupees may as well be the blue ring.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, this place. This dungeon's fun, right?
Just googling it.
This dungeon...
I believe that first room seals you off if you haven't done some prerequisite yet.
That room seals you off if you haven't gotten all 8 Triforce pieces yet.
Okay.
And here I am trying to decide which way I'm actually going, because I don't remember the first part of this dungeon. I remember everything else, but I don't remember the first part of this dungeon. Actually, I referred to a map a fair bit when I was doing this.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
Made sure to basically try and explore as few rooms as possible, and then show off just how many. right at the end.
Okay.
There we go.
I mean,
So-
this place is enormous.
So all the maps exist on all the dungeon maps exist on 8x8 grids.
Mm-hmm.
For level 9, I think 5 rooms are not filled. Is all.
Ah.
Christ. Yeah, I found the thing about it. It's called the Legend of Zelda SP, or in some territories, Legend of Zelda: Living the Life of Luxury.
Okay.
Starts you off with every item in the game plus 255 rupees.
Starts you off with everything. Red ring,
Yep.
magic sword. Oh
Yep.
my god. Progression, what's that? So this dungeon,
Oh, this guy.
yeah,
I remember this thing.
yeah, these guys are annoying, and I'm trying to figure out, am I going south or north first? Spoilers, it's south, because we go for the red ring first.
Always a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, as it turns out, I probably didn't need it, but it is helpful.
Ugh.
How long did I sit on this screen? Holy shit.
I'm trying to figure that out. I'm like,
I should have cut that out. I'm sorry.
like, you can go now.
And there I go, torching a wall, because that's gonna help.
If only.
Yeah. So these guys are annoying. They're not hard, because you can very easily hit multiples of their things with a single slash if they stop spamming. But they're pretty easy, but pretty annoying. Ow.
I mean, he's kicking your ass pretty hard.
Eh.
And there's
Hey,
the map.
map.
It's a skull.
Okay, so it's more than just 5 rooms. So
Pretty close, though.
yeah, that we're in a hidden room that's not even on the map at this moment. There's also 2 hidden rooms in the quote-unquote eyeballs of the skull. So that's 4, 6, 7 rooms. 7 rooms that aren't filled in the 8x8 space. This place is big.
Yeah.
And there's the Red Ring of Death. What? Wrong console?
we're like 20 years early for that.
Yeah, it's like, I'm trying to imagine, are there any 360 games that we'd ever do? And I'm like, the only things I can think of are ports.
Yeah,
Or have been ported.
mostly have been ported.
Like, I don't think it's a bad system. It's just kind of it's like it's a slightly worse PS3.
And we're saying that in terms of library specifically.
Yeah.
just in case there's any avid 360 fans out there.
Like, I think it's a perfectly fine machine, but I just, like, I don't personally see the point.
Yeah, I have a 360 and I have not used it for much.
I mean, I guess
I basically played Banjo-Kazooie on it.
I mean, I guess you
And
wanna play,
then a one before PC, if I recall.
Yes, that's correct.
I guess you want to play OG Xbox games.
Always a good option, yeah.
Yeah, there's that too.
I mean, there's not many OG Xbox games, but there was some. I guess if you don't have a really good PC, the BioWare games might be an option.
I mean, at this point, all the BioWare games on those systems, like, they're pretty easy to run.
True. I guess if you really don't like playing on PC, and you can go now, Nim. You can go now.
Yeah, what I forgot how long I spent staring at that map. I'm sorry.
Yeah. My main reason for playing 360 now is The occasional exclusive, like Halo and that.
Well, I mean,
I've never played a Halo game. I would be adverse to trying one, but I've never had the opportunity.
Oh, hey, a pseudo 3D effect.
That's sprite rotation right there.
Yeah.
That
Is it
was
actually. I didn't think they were actually rotating.
It was like very minor. That's something that you have to like actually. The NES doesn't have hardware support for it, unlike the Super Nintendo. So you would have to like. It'd be like the Genesis. You'd have to code an algorithm to do that. It's a little fancy. I mean, they're saving the best for last, I guess.
I guess.
In terms of visual effects, not necessarily fun. I don't find this dungeon fun.
I can agree with that. Like, I find this dungeon way more fun than the Great Palace.
I don't mind the Great Palace, but again, I like Zelda 2 as a game more.
I've actually been trying to get back into Breath of the Wild proper. And
I have no idea.
Fucking big.
Yeah, I have no idea how I would feel about Breath of the Wild.
I mean, I find it hard to even think about that as a Zelda game, in all honesty. But anyway. The one time I used a potion, I sped it up. You're welcome.
Okay.
Did that at least. Because, oh my god, that is so slow.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, what are other really slow health restore animations?
Gen 4.
Yes.
I haven't...
How did I not lose my magic shield there?
Yeah, you lucky bastard.
I mean, I'm at a point where I don't really care whether I have it or not. I don't have to deal with that many Wizropes from here on out. But, still, I should not still have it.
I also like, earlier you mentioned we had to go to the far right to get here, and then we finally go to a dungeon with a lot of people in hoods.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
I don't have words for that, Ukos.
I don't either.
Also, I mean, think about it. Like the dungeon kind of looks like an alien space head from like those old arcade games.
From Space Invaders.
So clearly, this must be where Alex Jones gets his information from.
Oh my god. Oh, likes and Zols.
I mean, some rooms of Wizropes makes it look like you've walked into a clan meeting.
God damn it.
Although it's not as bad as how they look in Zelda 2.
So, okay, so what you're saying is...
I consistently forget they exist in Zelda 2.
Okay, so Ewan, what you're saying is Richard Spencer mains Ganondorf in Brawl.
Don't put me off of playing Ganondorf in Smash Bros. Because Ganondorf's actually fun as bad as he is.
I've never actually touched him. The obvious joke was there.
Yeah. Oh, hey Ganon.
Hey Ganon. This fight is ass.
He just looks like you just turned the bloody light on just after he woke up there.
Yeah. I have no idea what's up with his poses in this game, but the gimmick of this fight is that he teleports around completely invisible, and the only indication you have as to his location is him firing fireballs at you. You have to hit him with a sword, and only the sword works. This is where Swordless Runs ends. You do that, if you have the magic sword, it's 4 times. Shoot him with Silver Arrow, and you win. It's a simple but stupid fight.
Well, it's like, why does he have to be invisible?
I don't know.
And he enjoys trying to telefrag you.
Yes, he did get me a few times this run.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, so he's been working with Dracula.
Dracula's telefragging at least is telegraphed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still a pain in the ass.
So that's how many rooms I explored.
I don't think you
Looks
explored
pretty
half of
different
them.
from the rest from the actual map, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how much just dead space there is. I mean, the other eye, I think, has the compass, for all that matters.
The compass doesn't really mean anything until some of the later games where it actually shows you where treasure is.
Yeah, until, like,
Link's
Link's Awakening.
Past has the exact boss room, and then Link's Awakening gives you the treasure jingle.
It gives you treasure. It shows treasure chests on the map. It shows. And it does a jingle if you enter a room that has a key.
That's it.
On top of showing you where the boss is. Another quest will start from here. Fuck you.
Fuck off.
I like this game, but nah.
Well, we're running out of time, so that'll be all for this video. See you guys later.
Zoom in on 0.